shit just seemed crazy. That on the at the same time that we should be talking about Putin threatening nuclear weapons if we give them long-range ballistic missiles into the country. If we get them long-range missiles, they already have them is what it said, but NATO has to give permission to use them. And Putin said, just like an hour, almost a day, not even a full day before P. Diddy come take over all the news, that he'll resort to nuclear weapons if NATO gives permission for them long-range weapons to reach inside of Russia. But instead, all everybody talking about is take that. Or we got to get it. What P. Diddy shit ain't gonna change the world. No. It ain't gonna change the world on some real shit. He affected some lives, but on the story, the main story we running is about P. Diddy. Boy, shit. This another R. Kelly case. That's all this shit is. Hashtag real spit.
Now, I'm gonna start by giving all praise to Yahweh Shem El Shabbat Rachakadash, the honors to the apostle, Elder G-Mess with Wu. Salutations to Yakim out there pushing this word, truth, and city, risking your freedom and your life to do so, more so now than ever before, because we're close to the end. Now, this is from the beloved, Yoramya, servant of Yahweh Shah, from his Instagram page. And pretty much, this brother here, this is not him, but, he reposted a video of this brother saying that, all is talking about on the news networks is how Diddy was a diddler and he was fiddling with, people and rape case and all that, when they said that Putin said nuclear war or nuclear weapons will be launched if NATO intervenes in Ukraine. All right, this is the time that we're in, man. This is the time, and most people don't see it. Most people don't see the level of evil and time that we're in. Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Now I'm making this video right now, and it's light outside. Does that mean that darkness, people are gonna be in the dark? It's a figure of speech. When they say, yo, my man's in the dark, or, those people were in the dark about such and such, meaning that you lacked awareness of it. You lacked the information about a particular event. And when it says gross darkness, meaning like overconsumption of darkness, very obvious, unacceptable, blatant, large-scale darkness, see? General or large-scale, all right? So when he said gross darkness, meaning a large-scale darkness amongst the people. Why? Because the Heavenly Father hid this information to the vast majority of the people, especially the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Y'all ain't gonna get this. Y'all don't know what the hell is going on. But that's also the curses. We know it said, but the Lord should arise upon you, and his glory should be seen upon you, meaning his knowledge, his wisdom, the ability to spot the dangers of the time that we're living in. And most people can't see it, man. Most people can't fathom the thought of a nuclear war. But this is actually biblical. Revelations, I think it's 14:9. 14:9. That's not it. I'm sorry. The third, I think it's 9 and 14. The third woe. Let's see, 11 and 14, Salakia. Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is passing, behold, the third woe cometh quickly. It moves the woe. There's 3 woes mentioned in the Bible. 3 woes. And the third woe cometh quickly. So what's that third woe? The third woe is war. All right? That's what it means. That's the three woes of the Bible. So the third woe is the third world's war. All right? Right. It says, but people are in darkness, man. People are in darkness to the times that we're in. And it was another, see, look, it says, Russia warns no room for NATO mistakes. Western support for Ukraine could trigger World War III. All right? And we can get that article. Putin, World War III. World War III. While Putin's nuclear saber rattling on Ukraine sound different this time. And it says, over the course of the war in Ukraine, the Kremlin has drawn several red lines with abstentious references to Russia's huge strategic nuclear arsenal, only to seemingly do nothing when these lines are crossed by Ukraine or its Western backers. It happened when Ukraine acquired new and more powerful arms. It happened when Kiev used its own drones to hit Russian airfields, refineries, and even the Kremlin itself. Most recently, it happened when Ukrainian forces actually invaded Russian territory. That has led Ukrainians and many NATO officials to conclude that Russian President Vladimir Putin's nuclear saber rattling is a elaborate bluff, and that's a lie. Because there ain't no bluff, man. These missiles will be shot off, man. 2 Peter's 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right, man. So the heavens, meaning, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, meaning intense heat. Now, elements, or everything made up of elements shall burn. What's made up of elements? Let's name some things. Bricks. You live in buildings, that's gonna melt. If you live in a steel shack, that's gonna melt. Everything is gonna melt. This is gonna be the same way Sodom and Gomorrah went out. Pure fire and brimstone. That's what the Lord has coming. It says the earth also and the works that they're in shall be burnt up. Everything's going to be burnt up. Everything. Everything as you know it. Life as you know it shall cease to exist in this coming time. All the works, everything they're in. It reminds me of that, and we had a poster when we was holding signs back a couple years ago when we would hold up signs. We would hold signs of Sarah Connor being holding that gate, trying to warn the people, and then she just seen a blue light, and I think it was the movie Terminator Judgment Day. We talk about it all the time, Terminator Judgment Day, and she was holding that gate, trying to warn the people, and the blue light hit, and all you see is fire, and then she's getting burnt up while holding the gate, and the skin is melting off her body. Yeah, that's what happened in Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. 50,000 people got wiped immediately. As soon as that, they dropped the atomic bomb during World War II, which by the way kind of ended the war. Seeing that level of destruction, that capability, that stopped World War, that ended World War II. 50,000 Japanese evaporated instantly, dead, and they still live with the effects of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They have water problems, radiation in the water, in the food supply. This man is a man of destruction, so that's kind of just natural for him. But these things are gonna be burnt up. So it's not gonna be the only thing that starts this war. It's gonna be many other things. It says, seeing then that all these things should be dissolved, what man or person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness. So we're supposed to be holy and godly in our actions, in our day-to-day life, because we see that these things are going to be burnt up. So we got to be mindful and acknowledge and aware that it's about to get digital. Looking forward, hastening unto the coming of the day of our power, wherein the heavens will be on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, right? Because after this nuclear devastation, it's going to be a righteous kingdom evermore, man. The kingdom of heaven. That's pretty much it. It says, while Putin's nuclear saber rattling on Ukraine sounds different this time, as you can see from this brother, man, they're talking about this whole diddy situation, but they're not talking about a potential for a nuclear war, which is not potential, it's going to actually happen. So, stay in tune, man. With that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem El Shabbat Shem Chakadash, the man to the apostle, Elder Jim S. Wubu, I'll say to you, Hakim, to the next video. Shalom.